first match against Orcsville here. We will go first. They're playing Benvolio, 23 life champion. Says four charges and double ruby threshold. Draw a card. If they don't play it that turn, they have to discard it, except if it's a resource. It seems like medium minus, but it's probably fine. We've got Yazukan's Fanatic and Underworld Crusader here. Don't kick my desk, demon child. So I think our sequencing here is going to be Monsagi Lily Pad for a Battle Hopper into Fanatic, and then Well of Ancients for second blood on 3, so we can sacrifice the Battle Hopper and then play Underworld Crusader out. Ooh, we drew Naive Lackey right on time. I think I still want to make an 0-1 with this. What's the reasoning behind Rockcast over Strangle? Tribunal Magistrate. Although it's possible that because my Runeers have lethal on them, that I don't need to hedge Tribunal Magistrate, but I feel like that deck's powerful enough that you just want it. I feel like Strangle and Rockcast are killing very similar things a lot of the time, so hedging Tribunal Magistrate a little bit seems fine. So opponent's playing a Diamond Ruby Humans deck, it looks like. So they just played the Human Tribal Resource. Some kind of brew. Some hot brew on brew action. Ooh, Sommelier. I love this card, it's very powerful. Play this out. I'm gonna go ahead and attack with my Yazukan's Fanatic here. Yes, you can. Free attack, free block. Do you have a pump spell here? Right, I'm gonna sacrifice this Battle Hopper, I think. It could be right to wait on that to bin the Naive Lackey, but we're like already have 2 resources here, so like on 6 we're gonna have to sacrifice this regardless. Second Ruby, so their champion power is now online. Playing Benvolio, they could just be playing like Diamond Ruby Ardent and like playing Benvolio instead of Martial Josephina. It doesn't seem completely unreasonable. Give you like some velocity and card draw in the mid to late game. We still want Immortal. We're playing Standard now. This is the Aspect aggro deck that I played. I put up a YouTube set with in the Arcanum Vault the other day. Go ahead and play this out, and then we can play the Sharpshooter out here, which conscripts an Underworld troop, which makes Yazukan's Fanatic invincible until end of turn. So now we get to go ahead and attack with both of these. Blitz. Wow, that's a beating. Huh. Okay. Well, punished for our sequencing there because we couldn't Herofall in response. That being said, this aspect of the Squirrels should hopefully get out of hand with this Yazukan's Fanatic fairly quickly. They can start producing llamas with this. At least we get to chump block here, I suppose. The old wild card that turns into blood. Oh, I forgot to put my aspect promos in here. What a punt. This card, Kent and I were talking about this card the other day. This card might just be constructed playable. It's very, very powerful. Oh, geez, and now Llama Herder triggers Righteous Outlaw. What a beating. And, like, they're making wines this entire time, too. Do not feel great right now. War Tour General, yep. Miss sequence there on my opponent's part. If they would have played this and then this, they would have made a Valor. Leaving this back to block. gonna jump with this Naive Lackey, hopefully draw some of those rock casts we just added to the deck. Runear's an okay hit. Another Runear. Huh. I think I'm playing this. What am I doing here? So I can play Runear and attack for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. But then, like, he's going to get to ready with this and turn into something that gets to shoot one of my things. Need to kill. I mean, I think Llama Herder is less scary than the Righteous Outlaw. I think I want to just kill this, actually. I think I'm just passing the turn now. Next turn, we can go Runear plus Aspect. Another Sommelier, sure. If they don't have removal, this Yazukan's Fanatic might be able to steal the game. Sure. Paragon battles are the best. Just like take the RNG and turn it up to max. So we scrounge these. Put this on here. Which turns us into a 6/4. So it's attacking as a 7/4. So if this hits as a 7/4, they go to 13. And then can I deal 13 next turn? Next turn, I'd be playing... They'd be getting +4, so this would go to 11. And then Runear would put it to 12. So I actually need to Aspect this turn again. This actually gives Skyguard Steadfast can block this turn too, which is nice. Unfortunately, if my opponent has a bunch of the... 3 copy, yeah, exactly. If he has 3 copies of the +X and Crush Wine, we are just going to be dead. And statistically speaking, they probably do. So, a scale of 1 to dead, I think we're actually going to lose this game here. Because we can't hold up Herofall and still kill them next turn. And if we give our opponents 2 turns, we're almost certainly going to lose. So, I'm just going to go ahead and auto-pass here. And I actually need to change a diaper really quick. Thanks for hanging out, folks. Don't go anywhere. We still got another couple hours of stream left today. Huh. Are we not dead? Alright, well, I'm going to attack with a block with this because let's save ourselves as much as possible here, but maybe we're not dead? And I mentioned this before I took a break here, Yank. If I chose to hold up Herofall as opposed to... Woo! That's... Yeah, so close. GG indeed, Orcsville. I chose not to hold up the Herofall because if I hold up the Herofall, I did not have my opponent on a 2-turn clock, and I really wanted them to be on a 2-turn clock there, I think. I don't know, he probably misplayed that. I don't know, I didn't count it. I auto-passed and walked away. Trim the extra Dread Botanist, trim the Commander P.R.O.M.P.T, trim a Sharpshooter. Think of trim one of these two. Submit like this. Yeah, I'm gonna submit like this. Brought in some Strangles and a third Rock Cast and trimmed some of our troops that are a little bit less impressive. I like how we like started the day off by like trimming Yazukan's Fanatic and then like the card went to town there. Look, I'm not going to ask why. I'm just going to collect my win and move on with my day. It's okay. Maybe they miscounted and thought we were dead there. This has to be a mulligan, right? It's like no blood thresholds. If one of these was a blood, this hand would be great. We just get to like play turn 2 Speed Rabbit. Pow pow. Pow 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 pow. Easy replace though. It's Mediabitis. Seems fine. Yes, there are 4 sentries in this deck for our 8 socketed cards. It's unfortunate that Sentry doesn't reduce the cost of aspect of the Squirrel, but like, I really just want to like turn 2 Rune or some people. Turn 2 Crusader. Naive Lackey, sign me up. Wow, no play turn 2, deal. They kept their hand, right? Huh, so we drew a Sentry. I think I'm just going to play the Yazukan's Fanatic here, and we'll play the Sentry next turn. Next turn, we can go Sentry into Runeir and smash. That's a good idea, too, Immortals. Maybe we'll do that after this. It's a rude opponent. I liked my Yazukan's Fanatic. Aspect is very good. Super powerful card. So, Sentry of Nulzann. Runeir, Hierophant. Attack for 4 here, because the Runeir is going to give my Naive Lackey a power. My opponent doesn't have an answer to the Runeir. Next turn we'll play another Runeir and attack for 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. The Anthem Runeirs stack up really, really fast. Shouldn't have attacked with a Sentry there. Accidentally hit attack with all. We'll go ahead and sacrifice this. Try and draw 2 cards. If we had a non-slow resource here, we get to play the Underworld Crusader out. Yeah, we missed. That's fine. They're pretty dead here. Should have mulliganed. Never remember, folks, mulliganing is a privilege, not a punishment. You get to mulligan. You don't have to mulligan. You get to take those bad hands and throw them away. Bluff that assault trigger, right? Need something to drink? Is that what we need? Okay, I'll be right back. I'm gonna let this queue. I'm gonna grab Jake something to drink. I'm still gonna go grab Jake something to drink really quick. I'll be right back. As we sit down across the table from Swag Daddy, and he plays his Blood Threshold in his Ivan Slagpock deck, we look at him and go, "Are you ready for the rabbit? Because the rabbit's coming. The turn 2 rabbit! Rah! Wow, let me just play my Mana Dork that's a 0-3 against your aggro deck. Would you like to shake my hand? Shake it. Shake it. This is a real card. This is a real card. In terms of Kiki Core, would you rather play a 4th Voice Resurgence or the 3rd Eternal Witness in this current modern meta? I'd lean towards the 3rd Witness format being grindy. But on the other hand, Voice, I think if the format's grindy, you don't want to not be showing up with 4 Voices. Like, Voice is a card that you can play on curve, which playing cards on curve is actually pretty important in the grindy matchups. I think I'm going to offer the trade of the Rune for this idiot here. And then I drew a Rock Cast. Alright, I'm just going to Rock Cast this idiot. I'm just going to pass the turn here, because waiting to Rockcast this could encourage my opponent to, activate their champion power next turn. Eternal Witness also gets kind of clunky. Like, there's a lot of grindy decks that, like, have small amounts of interaction for the graveyard, and then, like, if they have, like, Scavenging Ooze, or they have, like, random crap, like Nihil Spell Bombs, Eternal Witness gets awkward real fast. He was ready for a turn. He had a bigger, scarier rabbit of his own. And like Sentry and Takahiro is sweet because it means that when we don't need the Sentry anymore, we can just sacrifice it. What you got? What you got? What you got, opponent? That's Crusader. Chant power, we'll rock cast in response. And then we'll get attacked for 6, one of which we can block, so we'll take 5. Seems fine. In response to this, we kill the Emperor's Lackey because this makes dribbling based on the number of Underworld troop types they have. Odds of a meaningful banning. I'm hopeful, right? Like, I would really like to, like, brew some Standard and Magic Standard format, but, like, if they're not gonna at least ban the cat combo, like, nothing meaningful can happen. Modern's whatever, right? Like, Modern's always a bunch of different stuff. I don't think Modern's really, like, the format we're looking at for, like, looking for some change, but we are just super dead to a Lasgar's Vengeance here, so we're just going to play like our opponent doesn't have one, because we can't beat it. So, like, don't play around things you can't beat. So we are going to play the game like they don't have a Lasgar's, and we can actually race what they're doing. And then when they play Lasgar's this turn and kill us, like, it is what it is. Why not play the Crusader? Because I want to race my opponent, and I want to beat them down. I guess this is worse against Cremate. Worse against Cremate's a reason to play the Crusader. I guess next turn I could have played... Jake, I need you to calm down, bud. Next turn I could have gone Runeir into make an 0-1 into play Cottontail Explorer and then attacked for 9. I just have to take this hit here, I think. Yeah, I think you're right. I think my sequencing there was bad. Let's play this. Let's go ahead and cheap shot the Graven Geist here. I want to make sure they don't... I guess they didn't have any more troops in their crypt, right? Hey, maybe I should not cheap shot there. Yeah, I think Immortal is definitely correct. I should have played the Crusader last turn. I mean, alright, sure. If we'd have played the Crusader last turn, we'd had a really good turn this turn. We'd have just gone... Yeah, we'd have gone Rabbit into sack the other thing, draw a card into second Rabbit, and then smash for infinite. I'm gonna chump. Oh, I chumped, so this costs 1 more now. I was like, wait, why did that cost me 3? Glad we drew a shard. I'm an idiot. Despite being an idiot, we might actually win this game, because it looks like they don't have Lasgar's. Talk me out of going back for new set releases. I mean, well, so, like, ultimately, like, it depends on what you are looking to get out of a game. If you enjoy playing Magic Online, you should play Magic Online. As someone like myself who doesn't enjoy buggy software and expensive software and software that looks bad and runs slowly on my computer, and in my case, I'm not using Windows, so it would require me to have a Windows install. It's just like, it's not for me and I don't enjoy it. If you enjoy that, then you can and should play it. Your games are what you find fun, and letting anyone else tell you what's fun is stupid. But if the things I just described to you don't sound like fun, then you shouldn't do it. God, are we about to win this? God, we might actually win this. That says can't be blocked, right? Yep. Dead? Oh yeah, we could scrouge this too. This deck's so sweet. Missed sequence in the early game there, but didn't get punished. Looks like we're going to end up taking this here. I want to board this matchup Rock Casts and Strangles. P.R.O.M.P.T can protect our guys from Lasgar, which is nice. Aspect of the Scrolls makes our guys too big to kill a lot of the time, which is sweet. I feel like I'm just boarding similar to the last one where I need to cut Dread Botanist and then double Sharpshooter. I'm going to keep the P.R.O.M.P.T this time around because it can protect our guys from Lasgar. Let's give this a go. Sorry, muted there to have a conversation with my wife for a second. I think I'd probably need to shrink this a touch. See when we get into the game here in a second. I would just like to say thank you to everyone who's watching the stream here this afternoon. Hope you're having a good morning, afternoon, night, wherever you're at in the world. If you're new here, my name is Jeff Hoagland. I am a TCG player and content producer, and we play Hex and Magic and a few different other games on this channel, and I hope you're enjoying yourself. If you're new here and you're enjoying what you see, I'd encourage you to show those support by using that follow button there on your screen. It doesn't cost you anything, and it helps other people find my work. If you're really enjoying what you see and you want to support me a little bit extra, there's a few different ways you can do that. First is by subscribing on Twitch for $4.99 a month. You can also support my work on Patreon for varying amounts. There's information on how to do all of that down below the stream, as well as the benefits that doing those things come with. Also, you can support my content by supporting my sponsor, who is hexprimal.com. If you're going to buy some Hex TCG singles anyways, you can go to hexprimal.com to do that. If you use code Jeff5 at checkout, you'll be able to save 5% on your order. Man, this is just like all I want to be doing against an aggro deck, right? Turn 1, 0-3, turn 2, 4-4 Steadfast. Need to get a baby gift soon for a friend. I'm not a parent, so I have no idea. Just get a gift card. Or honestly, I was just about to say, buy them diapers. Just a case or two of diapers.
Yeah.
They will 100% use them at some point.
I would don't get newborns. I'd say get 1s or 2s, but most people get newborns or 1s, so I'd get 2s.
Yeah, if you get them like...
You go through them like crazy, but some newborns don't even fit in newborn. Diapers.
Ace.
Unless you know they're gonna cloth diaper, then that's probably bad, but... In that case, gift card.
What a shitty gift.
That was funny.
Good luck. You played a 2-2 on 2. I played a 4-4. It's like we're playing two different formats, almost. They want to do cloth diapers. Man, some people. God bless them. I think. Cloth diapers. Ugh. Machinations? That was rude, opponent. That was real rude. Deals 2 damage based on for each Underworld troop they control. So I get to block here. Man, we're going to actually play a game here? That sucks. I don't want to actually play a game. I just wanted to crush you. So how much do diapers cost? I don't actually know offhand. I just put them in the cart and then tell them to... Actually, I'm not going to scrounge this. I'd rather save the scrounge for aspect of the scrolls down the line, I think. So, we had machinations in the original Redlings list, and like, every card that you're playing in the Redlings deck that isn't an Underworld troop has a very real cost to it, and this card just didn't feel like it was consistently powerful enough to be worth the what a card had to be worth playing. Can you quantify it in relation to Hex cards? Yeah, Baby Wipes is good. Get something practical. Don't get like a toy or something. Like, almost everyone gets way too many toys and crap. Like, I just, like, get something practical. My Deathseeker is cremated, sure. Don't have another Machinations. Don't do it. Have a heart. So next turn, we're going to go Runier into Hopper, into Gain 3, into Strangle. Seems reasonable. Into Crack You for 4. We also have a Diaper Genie. Aces. Aces. Very good. Highly recommend if you are a parent who's using non-cloth diapers. Diaper Genie. Changes lives. Crypt Curse Knight. Okay, sure. This is an attack with everything. Their last card is 10 out of 10 Lascars. It is not an attack with everything, so their last card is not Lascars, hopefully. Alright, let's do this. Let's do this and make a Hooper. Sack of the Hooper, gain 3 life, draw a card. I think I'm just attacking with both of these and holding Strangle up here. There's a crack for 9. Lasgar's decks are... They could have Lasgar's and we're just ticking it to 4 and didn't want to throw troops away. Yeah, no blocks here makes it feel like a Lasgar turn. Do you want to just kill this? Yeah, I'm just going to get rid of the Wicked Web Spawn now so they don't have a chance to scrounge. It's possible I should kill the Crypt Curse Knight, because if they do have Lasgars, this is going to get through. I'm taking 8 this turn from a Lasgar. 10 because of Underworld Crusader. It'd be 4 from Lasgar, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They ain't got it. And that's what these aggro matchups come down to a lot of the time, it feels like, especially with the Red Link deck. It's like, it feels like when they don't have the Lasgar, a lot of the time just going a little bit bigger is going to be good enough. It depends on how much the Lasgars cost. Because the Lasgars, if the Lasgars costs... if the Lasgars is pretty cheap, they could play the Crypt Curse Knight out post-combat. Alright, let's just, like, draw a Runier Hierophant here on 2. So, Sorin here playing Uzu. Could be a variety of things. Statistically is the Empress deck, 'cause that's the most popular Uzu deck so far. Currently. Looking like Empress. The turn 3 aspect on my Bushi is probably going to be pretty reasonable with Herofall back up. So Bushi gets +1/+1 every time it diligences. And you know what's kind of sweet about this? Is this attack looks like I'm attacking just to, like, trigger diligence for free. And if he blocks, I get to aspect and kill the Skittering Cultivator. Like, this is a free attack into a free block. Play around my combat trick next time. Get him. Is Bushi better than Crypt Curse? Maybe. Maybe. I don't know. I actually don't know. Haven't thought about it. I feel like I just want to sacrifice this to my champion power. 1/2/1's not very good in this matchup. Another Herofall is pretty good. And so this gets bigger. This gets transmogrified, I mean. Womp womp. Oh, jeez. If they don't have the transmog, this is going to kill them pretty quickly. If they don't have the transmog already, double Herofall. This actually has them dead in 2, right? Because it's going to do 7 and then 8, and then I kill them with the coin. I suppose they could have a copycat this turn, which could revert this. Oh, that was a free block. I took an extra point here. I was checking to make sure my recording was still going and clicked past it like a big dumb stupid. Big dumb stupid. Huh. I want to kill this. I feel like that's a no. That's pretty good. I think I actually want to just hold Herofall up this turn. I'm pretty sure I just want to hold Herofall up this turn. Like, they didn't have a payoff last turn, but they could very easily draw one. Oh, huh. Okay. Okay, yep. It's a reason to have Herofall in this. I mean, they're not all playing Deny Ink, Jeff. Like, the deck that won... The versions of this deck that won the last couple tournaments weren't playing Denies. That being said, they've now seen 6 cards, so they're pretty likely to have a Transmogrifade for this, which is, like, reason to maybe have shipped with this last turn. Like, last turn, if I would have played this, they would have taken +4, so they'd be at 3 right now. Yep. I'm going to Herofall this in response, so it takes all the other copycats out of their deck. This is still going to get reverted, unfortunately. Sure. And then we're going to get to Herofall this and take all of those out of their deck. We're still in, like, a decent spot here, especially with this aspect of the scroll draw. Oh, damn it. Oh, that could... No, this can't cost us the game. Wait, if they go double Magistrate here, that'd be not dead. I keep doing that. I keep hitting attack with all, thinking these have defensive, because they're 0/3s and don't have power, but they're definitely not defensive. Yep. This, also very good with Crush. Crush is very good with a lethal, in case anyone was wondering. Deal, so they're dead here. We have the aspect of the Squirrel to kill them. Or bluffing Taste of Blood, right? Get got. This is the part where they're reading aspect of the Squirrel here. Getting squirrely. You did. Alright, so I actually think we want to board aspects out in this matchup. Not only do they know they're here now, but they have Transmogrifades, and they're definitely going to have 4 post-reserves if they didn't have 4 pre-reserves. Do I want this Dormant One? I probably don't. This Dread Botanist can go. It seems fine. I think 1 aspect is fine, just like as it gets ya. What's the misclick bug? Yeah, Copycat's good versus Aspect 2. Do we think I should cut all of them? I could bring in the Dormant One as a different payoff. That doesn't seem terrible. Gas seems better as it gets you. They're both weak to Transmog. The problem with Gas is that I have to take speed out of a Runeer, and speed's really good in the Runeer. What do you think of Noxious Glory in the reserves? You clicked on Runeer and it didn't attack. You were like halfway into the attack and you caught it and went back and clicked re. I mean, I'm sure there's just a targeting thing. I don't know. Like, that could also be a wine thing on my part. I'm not actually sure if this matchup is good, bad, or otherwise. Like, I haven't really put this deck through a gauntlet. Noxious Glory is kind of narrow. I think if you think your deck has a bad Redlings matchup, or a bad Empress matchup, you would probably want Noxious Glory, but I'm not sure that our deck has a bad Empress matchup. Like, we have Pressure and Disruption, so... Like, this hand seems fine, right? Like, I've got Rockcast into Herofall. I guess it's a little bit resource heavy, and it doesn't have any pressure. Maybe I'm talking myself out of this. How do we feel? I feel like if one of these was a blood, so I could cycle this coin, this hand would be appropriate. Seems solid D minus. Yeah, let's try it. I guess we're on the draw. Like, if we get another blood resource in our first draw, we can lead on that instead of leading on the coin. It's definitely like medium minus at best, right? Another Sentry. Definitely starting on this so we can rockcast their Skittering Cultivator if they have one. If they have Warp Steel Shards for them, we feel a little bit worse, but it is what it is. No turn 2 play deal. Well, that just means we're just going to play this, and then... Huh. Yeah, I think I'm actually just going to Dread Botanist here. Because this gives us a Dreadling for next turn, which will let us activate our Takahiro ability. No turn 3 play either, okay. That's pretty good with my sentries. That being said, against a Herofall deck, a smart Uzu player is not going to play out their Empress on this turn, so... Man. I think I just have to pass here. I think I'm just supposed to pass here and hold the Herofall up. They have, like, Empress into Cat into Protection Spell. Like, we're going to be a little bit miserable, but it is what it is. Sure. They have the one cost that gives it Shroud. Spell Shield, whatever it's called. Let the Copycat resolve. Let it target the Empress of Ice. Play our Herofall into the card that saves his Empress. Or deny, perhaps. Yep, there's the Arcane Zephyr, gives it Shroud. Okay, the good news is they don't have a second... They don't have a second... I don't have a second one here. I think I just want to go Sentry into Dormant One here. So Dormant One can start making my things scary. I don't know what he could be playing around there, but... Is there any card that punishes a block there? I guess you just like better off not finding out if you can't think of one. Important thing to know when you're killing things in this deck is you want to kill the actual Empress of Ice as opposed to killing the copycatted Empress of Ice because you can't copycat a copycat profitably. Huh, you know what? I mean, I only had one resource. Aspect costs 3. gonna go ahead and attack for 2 here. And then, during my opponent's ready step, I'm gonna go ahead and Herofall this Empress of Ice. I'm doing this on their turn, so that way if they have interrupts, they have to use their resources now. I'm assuming they have more, since they really just haven't done a whole lot. And I'm gonna go ahead and Rot cast this in response. I'll get that out of there. They didn't have another piece of protection to start this turn. This is the copycatted one, so their copycats don't make more of these, which is nice for us. Okay, they're looking for a damage payoff now at this point. Play this Commander P.R.O.M.P.T out, so the Stridling attacks for a bunch here. Play the Sentry out. So next turn, this will only cost us 1. This can also attack next turn, then. Yeah, that's a good point, Burgle. Like, because then I get to... Because he's definitely countering the first one either way, almost certainly. And then... Yeah, and then, like, the Rot Cast resolved, and the Herofall and the second one still takes the Empresses out of their deck. Yeah, that's fair. It's a good sequence. I'm so glad to have you playing Hex, Burgle. I'm glad you finally... One of us! One of us! That's annoying. Still 4 power, though, thanks to Unbound One, which is nice. Rats, so they get to exhaust this. And then he can attack with these 2. I guess he can activate this as well. They have 1, 2, 3 Venom. So these will be 4 ones when they make them. Yeah. I think we're dead here. Oh, that's really aggressive. Alright. Block there. Pretty sure you're not supposed to attack with these 2. That's 4. This would be 7, which is 11. Am I dead on the crackback? I'm taking 2 guaranteed. These are only going to be... How big are these things going to be? They're going to be just 3 ones. Yeah, I think I have to leave the Rune back to block. Nah, I guess I can block with these 2. I think I want to just get this swing in here. They draw a resource, we're dead with this attack. I think we were dead either way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, we're dead to a resource regardless. So we want them to draw something like another Skittering Cultivator here would be good for us. Alright, yeah, we're dead to that. I think we needed to hit the resource there so we could draw a card and gain some life. Removal spell obviously would have also been good. Do I want this Paw of Yazukan just as like an extra piece of removal? I don't hate that. I feel like we just want every piece of removal we can get. Dormant One was very good there. Is it better than Commander P.R.O.M.P.T? Oh, I guess I could cut one of these other troops, right? Like Deathseeker seems pretty mediocre. Yeah, that seems great, actually. Yeah, let's 10 out of 10 sign me up for that. Thank you. Oh, do you need help with your train check really quick? All right. Seems fine. Like a turn 2 into a turn 3. Probably Cottontail on 2 here. So we can hit these consistently on our 3rd turn, and then we can start applying pressure with the Underworld Crusader. Get wild with this, and then hopefully this Cottontail Explorer doesn't make us hate ourselves for playing it. Just a blood. Come on now. Just a blood. Alright. I guess. Yeah. Too specific. At least it didn't miss, right? You know, we got that going for us. This is how I lost when I recorded the Arcanum Vault. We went 3-1. In the match I lost, we drew a lot of wild shards and a lot of double blood cards. How many blood thresholds are in this deck? It might only be 17, I think. 7, 11... Yeah, 17. It's actually not that many. Probably use one more, honestly. Tip blood this turn and Herofall the crap out of this nerd. Ding. Do I want to Herofall the crap out of this nerd? Probably. I guess I could Strangle it, too. Yeah, I'm going to attack first. If he lets us Strangle it, we'll Strangle it and then play the Paw. I guess the upside to Hero Falling here is then next turn I can Strangle plus Hero Fall, which is nice. I'm going to bin this for now. I think I'm going to go ahead and pass here, actually. Because if they have Empress, I'd rather Hero Fall that. Like, this is often a bait card. They have, like, a second Magistrate we feel a little bit bad, but they don't, apparently. Sweet. I also don't have a resource. God bless. Sure. So they end up getting extra eggs in our deck because of this, but we're still going to end up killing this, which is fine. Another Hero Fall. God bless. We have 4 eggs in our deck right now. They did trim a Magistrate against the Hero Fall deck. That's smart. So crack in for 4 here. And I think I want to hold up Strangle as opposed to playing out the Fanatic. If they hit a resource and go Empress into Cat, I want to Strangle the Empress in response. Must be Transmog, right? And they like Transmog this into something that's going to die to this for free. Sure. I'm so confused right now. Just gonna attack, I guess. The classic cycle of coin missed by resource drop. Alright, well this is getting sacrificed to our champion power. Sure. Oh, Maddie. See if we get something with speed here. That kind of has speed. Also makes this indestructible. Invincible, whatever it's called. Must have hit the transmog here. Whoa, okay. Sacrifice this? Do I want to sacrifice that at this point? I don't know that I do, actually, because if this gets in a hit, I can play the Midnight Paladin and then finish them off, because Midnight Paladin does damage to my opponent equally the number of thresholds that we have, and we have 2. So this is worth 2 points of damage right now. Waiting on my opponent to make a decision. They've got a lot of cards in hand here, so I'm sure there's a lot of different permutations of stuff that could be going on. They're trying to figure out how to stay alive, how to best play around potential iterations of removal that I could have. This Midnight Paladin is hopefully going to be like the extra kink in their plan between them being choked on resources and everything else. The fact that they cycled that coin that turn was really greedy, and through that attack, it just didn't really make sense. Skittering Cultivator, sure. So they don't have a payoff this turn? Okay, I could have a payoff. What you got? What you got? What you got? Whole lot of nothing, you say. Strangle this. I only need to hit with one of these next turn to kill them with the Midnight Paladin. Is Hero falling this too aggressive? Because that even if they protect it, I could... Yeah, I think that's dumb. That's too aggressive. A cheap shot paid off. Always cheap shot the Depth Crawler as opposed to this because the Depth Crawler is a Venom. Arcane Zephyr, sure. I still get to Conscript, which makes this invincible, though, which is nice. They have to block all of these or they're dead to the Midnight Paladin. Whoa, actually blocked everything. Alright, and then I'm just going to go ahead and pass the turn here, because again, I just want to leave up Rockcast and Herofall here. This will be our last match with this deck, and then we'll work on something else for the last hour or so of the stream, I think. Oh, maybe Bob. That's true. I guess I didn't consider that possibility. Sure, my Crusader's exhausted. They've already played 2 Zephyrs this game? Yeah. Trying to think of a permutation of cards here they have that win the game. I guess double protection is okay here, but then I still get to kill this with the Paw of Yazukan next turn. They could have like second Empress into multiple copycats, but that doesn't even really do much. Just like I just kill the Empresses in response to the copycat triggers. So, I actually think the MC Crusader deck doesn't, like... If you look at Biz's run through the tournament, he lost to the Empress deck twice. And I don't think he lost to the Empress deck twice by accident. Like, if you look at his deck, it doesn't really have the necessary tools you need to be successful against the deck that my opponent is playing right now. I mean, Biz did top 4 the tournament with it, but, like, he lost in the Swiss to the Empress deck, and he lost in the top 4 to the Empress deck, and that was because the deck was not designed to keep up with this, and I don't think I want to play a deck right now that's not well positioned, or at least seems okay against the Empress deck in theory, because even when your deck is okay against the Empress deck in theory, there's going to be games where the Empress deck just runs you over because it's very powerful. Alright. 2-0 or 3-0 with that, up to 26 on the ladder. Nice. Aspect aggro.